One of the biggest surprises last year from Nintendo was Nintendo Labo. If you didn't know anything about it, what I'm about to say is going to make you raise your eyebrow and tilt your head and wonder what's in this water bottle here. Um Nintendo Labo is this really weird way that Nintendo they have cardboard stuff, and you fold the cardboard in specific ways, and they walk you step by step through the process of folding the cardboard. They ship you pre perforated cardboard, so it's easy to fold. And you fold the cardboard, and then you take your Joy Cons and you put the Joy Cons in the cardboard contraptions that you've made, and then you play games with them. Things like a fishing game, or they have one where you can play a piano, or you can build like a little house, and then you put your Switch in the house with your Joy-Cons looking at different parts inside. And then as you insert or twist different cardboard knobs in the house, different things happen on the screen. It's a really interesting and very weird gimmick that Nintendo had come up with last year, and it didn't sell super well. Mr. Shuntaro Furukawa, the current president of Nintendo, he was talking about Labo, and he said that it has not sold as well as our other hit games have. Nice way for him to say, look, this didn't sell well, but we got a lot of stuff that sells well. That's smart the way he did that. So it hasn't sold as well as our other hit games have, but we did have an increase in sales for Labo during the end of the year. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, at the end of the year, there's a lot of kids that probably got Nintendo Switch consoles for Christmas, and Nintendo Labo is something that I think a lot of parents who, how do I want to phrase this? There's a lot of parents out there that they begrudgingly allow their children to play video games. They're like, well, I don't really like video games, but Junior sure does, so we'll let him do it. And then they see this Nintendo Labo thing, and they think, oh, look at that. That's like a physical toy. I like the idea of my kid playing with physical toys, so I'm going to get him that as well. And I think it's a really cool idea, don't get me wrong, but we don't have it in my house just because it takes up so much room. Like, I don't want to have all these cardboard contraptions all over the place. But Mr. Furukawa said that there was an uptick at the end of the year, which that really shouldn't surprise anybody, as a lot of Switch were sold as gifts for the holidays. He went on to say, there are many new ways to experience Labo, and we're working on formulating new methods that convey its allure so Labo sales will have longer legs. So when I look at that, or when I hear him say that, the thing that occurs to me is that a lot of people looked at how flat, that's not a cardboard joke, sorry. But they looked at how flat the sales for Nintendo Labo were, and some people were wondering if Nintendo was going to write it off as, well, that was a failed experiment, but that's okay. We tried it. It didn't stick. Let's move on. It looks like it sold enough that Nintendo is thinking that, well, let's keep trying at this, and maybe we'll hit something that does stick. I mean, so far they have, I think, 3 Labo kits. The first one, I don't know which one's first or second, because 2 of them came out at the same time. But the first 2 were a robot kit where you would like put on a backpack and have a visor and like these strings attached to your hands and feet, and then you would stomp around and punch things, and there would be a robot on the screen that would stomp around and punch things just like you, which is really cool. But again, lots of cardboard all over the place. The other one that came out at the same time was the Variety Pack. That's the one that had the fishing rod, I think there was like motorcycle handlebars. Oh no, the motorcycle handlebars were in the third one. So there was the fishing rod, the house thing, there was a piano, and then there was a little robot that you could you could drive. It was really cool looking. You put a Joy-Con in, and they used the vibrations from the Joy-Con to get this little cardboard robot to scuttle across the floor, which is kind of neat. You would drive it using the Nintendo Switch as like a touchscreen controller. Jay Harley in chat is saying no motorcycle was in the first one. Okay, so the motorcycle was also in the first one. That's right, because then they patched Super Mario or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to work with the motorcycle thing. Then the third pack that came out was the vehicle kit, which allowed you to fly a plane, drive a car, and then there was one other thing. Oh, and then be in a submarine. All through folding cardboard. So it's a really creative idea, and it's certainly something that only Nintendo would do. I don't see Microsoft or Sony coming up with ways to fold cardboard in order to play their games. That's not the kind of thing that they would do. And Nintendo was always upfront saying, this is not for the core gamer. This is something that we're trying that's for other people. Nintendo has been trying to expand the video game market for a really long time. Ever since they first brought out the Wii, their mission was to make the video game market bigger because they felt like it had reached a saturation point. And, Labo, it feels like a spiritual successor to that kind of thing, which I don't think is a bad thing. It's not for me, but I don't think it's a bad thing. Not every video game thing has to be for me either, and I'm fine with that. Vaxer in chat points out the ridiculousness of a submarine made of cardboard, and he's got a pretty good point there. So anyway, we're going to be getting more Labo. Who knows what it's going to be? I just hope that how do I want to say this? I hope that Nintendo only links it to mainline games in small ways that really don't matter, like they did with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I didn't feel compelled to try out Nintendo Labo with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, even a little. So I hope that they continue to do that kind of thing. And, I hope that they also make Labo games that will possibly appeal to me. Because right now, the ones that they already have, they don't really appeal to me, but that doesn't mean that they're not good. So if you have played the Nintendo Labo stuff and you think it's fantastic, feel free to tell me why I'm wrong. Although I never said it was bad. I'm just saying that it's not something that I'm interested in. But feel free to let me know why I should try it. Thank you.